Guess I'm the Billy, I don't hang with sheep, I stay on goat time. Everything I do is elite, no Nike check or no sign. I'm the underdog and we ain't talking about no K9. I can never be stopped like cars with no brake lines. Real bad bitch, body girls, they try to charge a fine. Nigga get up on my space, nigga get up on my face and book a FaceTime. And maybe we can talk about some daytime. Ask me out on Insta, boy, do this look like a dateline? I don't do scrubs, I don't care if it's Donald Faison. He wanna liaison, but
niggas either hating or they just out their mind. I'm a skateboard nigga, so I'ma keep grinding. Invincible nigga, can't nobody find him. Star Trek nigga, yeah, I'ma keep shining.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. And if you're not, you know who this is. Mr. Waves on Swim, so they hate on him. Coming to you with another fucking banger. Today I will be providing 12 tips for you to become a pro Bloodhunt player. I hope this video helps you. I hope you like, drop a comment, and also hit the subscribe button. Let's hop in. Moving on to step number 1, your settings. Your settings is one of the most important things in this game that I really can't hesitate to inform you guys. That's why I'm putting it number 1 on the list. If you play on controller, you want to make sure that you have the right settings when you're playing on controller, as far as your sensitivity, as far as your damping, as far as also motion blur. If you have motion blur on, please make sure you go turn it off. Where it can be found at is in the graphics. What motion blur pretty much does is it usually gives a smoother or more cinematic looking game, especially at lower frame rates. But however, some people experience motion sickness or just don't like the effect, in which case we recommend disabling that. What'll happen is it'll give it a smoother blur, but like a slight GPU performance that you won't see at all. As far as playing on controller and also mouse and keyboard, I really do stress the urge that you should find the sensitivity that's really right for you and has the best feel for you. If you haven't found it yet, I really urge you to go on YouTube, look at other videos about setting videos. I know here on my channel I have 3 different setting videos that any controller player can use, so if you haven't checked those out already, check those. Moving over to tip number 2, map spawner location. Some people don't realize how important a map spawner location could be, but I really think it's one of those really seriously important things that should be taken advantage of when spawning in the game. So you might ask, what's important about the map spawn location? Well, one, if you're a new player and you know you're not really the skilledest player of them all, or you know that you're not really the best, I would try getting specific loot first, or try to find loot first. So to me, that looks like it's spawning away from a place where a lot of players are. What you can do is you can select your spawn location, and what happens is a wide circle or variety circle will come up and it'll tell you how many players are in that location, and you're able to switch within 15 seconds to a different spawn location where it could be farther out in the map where you don't see anybody, or if you want to spawn in and jump in with a lot of people in your location, you can pick that as well. Another thing about the map spawn location is you will be able to see on a map spawn location where it says high tier loot. High tier loot will only appear in certain locations, or you may get a game roll dice where it can appear in every location on the map. This will tell you where you can find the best find and loot, and also this will let you know where possible loot chest locations can be found. Coming into step number 3, in-game perks, aka known as Renaissance. Now, everyone knows what Renaissance is. Renaissance is those little in-game perks that you get whenever you bite a human and they give you a special ability, or wherever you Diablo-rize a person, and it also gives you a random Renaissance. I can strongly say that Renaissance is really one of the most important things that you should be gathering straight ahead as soon as the game starts. What I like to do my practice is I like to, as soon as the game starts, I like to look for loot, but I also like to make sure that I'm really gathering my end game perks. And seeing as though there's no longer no cap of how many perks you can get like how there used to be at a certain point in time, that you used to only be able to get 3 perks before you would have to Diablo-rize a person. Now you have the ability to get unlimited perks. So with that being said, is I would take that advantage. Also, just letting you guys know this, your pink Renaissance is the most important Renaissance I really think there is. If you don't know what the pink Renaissance does in particular, what happens is it gives you the ability to have your health regain faster every single time you get it. So if the bar is full up to 3, your Renaissance blood will regain or regen faster. I really can't stress enough how important your in-game perks is, so trust me, get them as fast as possible. You can stack them, you can bite as many humans as possible, and also you can Diablerize as many times as possible before your meters are filled. This will help you out a lot. Coming in with pro tip number 4, Diablerizing enemies. Now, Diablerizing enemies can help you in 2 different ways. One, let's say you just got out of a fight, you're really low, and you need to Diablerize an enemy to regain health, or also to get you an in-game perk. A lot of people use it for the in-game perks because you may not have time to go around and bite as many civilians as possible, or you may want to get quick to the action. Let's say you may have gained a perk, but you need another one in that sense, or maybe you need 1 or 2 more perks. Diablerizing enemies give you an in-game perk, aka a Renaissance, that will fill your bar up and help you get in the game faster. Also, Diablerizing enemies is used to regain your health faster. So if you ever need to regain health, or you ever just lost health for being in a gunfight and you're really down bad or you're really down low, you can do this to regain health and get you back in the game faster. Make sure you be careful because Diablerizing is very loud and can be heard by nearby enemies. So always check your surroundings. And how you check your surroundings is you can spin by Diablerizing. Coming in with tip number 5, weapon rarity / weapon selection. I think this is really one of the most important things to know about this game when it comes to your weapon rarity and your weapon selection. As you know, if you don't already know, your weapon rarity comes in 4 different stanzas. You got green, you have blue, you have purple, and you have gold, ranking from green to be the worst and ranking from gold to be the best. Now, you may have already known this, but let's come down to the weapon selection. I feel like the weapon selection is very important. You don't want to have the wrong weapons paired with each other, or you don't want to have the wrong selections paired with each other, because what'll happen is this will put you in a bad standpoint to win your gunfights. For example, you don't want to be running 2 submachine guns. Reason why you don't want to be running 2 submachine guns, because you know that the submachine guns have short range when it comes to gun battles and gunfights. So you at least want to be having an AR and a submachine gun, a sniper and a submachine gun, an LMG and a submachine gun. You just want to make sure that your gun selection makes sense. You can even run an AR and let's say a noob tube, aka a grenade launcher, a sniper rifle and a submachine gun, maybe a sniper rifle and some shotguns. I wouldn't prefer running that, but it's all preference. But what I will say is make sure your preference makes sense. You don't want to get stuck in a gunfight where you have 2 ARs or you have 2 grenade launchers, maybe 2 9-barrels. Your chances of winning that gunfight is going to be slim to none. Pro tip number 6. This is coming with the shields, meds, and also storm shields. I think your materials, aka your utilities, is also one of the most important parts it is to this game. With there being so much going on, third parties, you have people pushing you here and there, left and right, you're in and out of gun battles. Sometimes you may get in an intense gun battle. You need as much shield as possible, and you always need as much health. But I really can't fathom that also and stress the importance of how much storm shields can be important to you as well. Because sometimes when you're getting pushed out of gunfights, or sometimes you may have an enemy chasing you, or you may need to get in and out of gunfights very quickly, you're able to storm shield up, go in a storm. You may need to spend a few minutes in a storm, a few seconds in a storm, but that also can save your life because you're able to go in the storm, you're able to stay in there and use meds and also re-shield up to get ready to get into the next fight. This is very important, so always remember this. Pro tip step number 7, your focus ability. Your focus ability is very important. If you don't know what your focus ability is, on PlayStation it's R3, and on PC is whatever you have the key toggled to. What your focus sense does, it gives your vampire the ability to see what's going on around him, whether someone's getting Diablerized, whether there's gunshots happening. Also, you're able to see certain Bloodhunted players through the buildings. Also, you're able to find in-game perks and find out where they are. You're able to locate chests. You're able to do so many things with focus. It's very important that you learn how to use it. You use it very often, almost as much as it comes available, but also you want to make sure you use it in a time where it makes sense, because focus can really save your lives in certain, it can really save your life in certain standpoints, or it also can help you a lot in game to find certain things you may need to look for. Pro step number 8, archetype perk. You always want to make sure you pay attention to your archetype perk, and you always want to make sure you study which one is the best for you. Every character has different archetype perks based off the character, but what you can do is find which one is best for you in the archetype perk. The more and more you level up the archetype, the more perks you unlock. You find which one is better for your play style, and you apply it to how you play and the way you play your character. Certain perks may be better than others, but certain perks may do more different things that you may have done for certain characters better than others. It can really depend. So make sure you go check out your carry in-game perk and make sure you study them all to figure out which one is best for you. Pro step number 9, movement practice. Movement is one of the most key and important parts of this damn game. If a player can't hit you, he can't kill you. If a person can outmove you, most likely he will kill you. Make sure you practice on your movement. If you haven't already searched up movement videos, or you haven't already been looking up how to have better movement in Bloodhunt, I really importantly stress that you check out one of my movement videos and some of my previous videos. It should be linked down here in the description to help you. Pro step number 10, trying out every character and also every weapon. Coming down to every weapon first, Bloodhunt has an in-game armory where you can go inside and test every single weapon there is, down from the melee to the snipers to the subs, ARs. You can test every single weapon there is. So make sure you test the weapon, see how familiar you can get with it, see how better you are with certain weapons, and also go in there and find out what weapon combos may be best for you. As far as trying out every character, you may like a character now, but you may also test another character and find out this character fits to my playstyle better. So all characters are different, and all of them have different abilities and also can help you in your playstyle different ways. So make sure you play with every character, test every character, and find out which one should be your main. I would tell you should find 3 main characters to fit to your playstyle. But also you can stick with one. Some people stick with one the whole entire time they're playing Bloodhunt. There's nothing wrong with that. You're perfectly fine with that as well. Pro step number 11, knowing when to get in and out. As you guys know, third partying is a very big thing in Bloodhunt. So you want to know when to get in and out. You don't want to stay in locations for too long, because what someone can be doing is they could be plotting on you in your next move. They could be looking at you from over the top, waiting to third party or get some action in. Also, people come in the third party you all the time. You got to know when to get in and out. You want to go in, kill someone quickly, especially if you're third partying, but also you don't want to get third party. So you got to know when to get in and when to get out. Getting out is always important. Some people stay around locations for too long and allow themselves to already be pinpointed where someone is, and sometimes what happens is you just have a person that's randomly looking at you from a top roof or flying in once you're trying to kill somebody, and they're just coming in to take the kill right behind you, also while killing you. So know when to get in and out. Make sure you always watch your surroundings, and make sure you use your focus so you can tell when nearby enemies are coming by, or when you can see an enemy flying in at a distance while you're already hurt. You can know when to get the fuck out of there. Pro tip number 12. I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear this, and I know people probably don't want me to say this, but pro step number 12 is always attack the strongest player. I'm gonna tell you how to always attract the strongest player, because if you don't always take out the strongest player, or if you don't take out the strongest player when you possibly can, trust me, he's gonna take your ass out. So in the instance that you see that the person that is killing everybody in the goddamn lobby, you done seen their kill cam, or you done seen them come up on a kill feed 12, 13, 14 different times, and he's taking out the whole lobby, and you might see him killing someone else, or you might see him diablerizing someone else, or he's attacking someone, I would take that advantage to go try to take him out at his worst convenience, because it will help you in the long run, because it's not helping him. Trust me. If you know you can't take him on one-on-one, you might want to try to get his ass when he's down, because when he's up, you're not going to be able to stop that guy. So I hate to throw this out there, but trust me, when you see your advantage or when you see a time, go in there, attack the strongest player, or get your third party, because trust me, If you're not doing it to them, someone else is doing it to you. It's Bloodhunt. We already know how this goes. Well, guys, to me, those are 12 pro steps that'll really help you become a better Bloodhunt player. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoy any of these pro steps or you feel like I'm missing something, please comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more Bloodhunt content, and check out some of the other videos here. We're the #1 Bloodhunt channel on YouTube.